Scapula CARs. So these are one of my favorite morning routine motions, but we're going to use them for self-assessment. Really, this is a self-awareness drill. You guys are really just keeping note of what you feel, because for a lot of people, there's a lot of no man's land back here. So for the shoulder CAR, just think shoulder blades in a circle at the same time. So we're going to start by pinching the scapulas together. And we're going to keep the arms, palms kind of touching the side. I want you guys to think about, turn sideways real quick, Hunter. So I want you guys to think about the arm here. The hand has to stay trapped on the leg. The shoulder, do a brief circle, just real quick. The shoulder will make it circular motion, but we want the hand to stay on the side so we don't cheat with the arm. We're starting with the big squeeze back. The hands are just simply touching the sides of the thighs. Once we have a maximal squeeze, we're going to squeeze a little harder just to make sure we're not getting lazy and we get all we got. From here, we're going to go up into a shrug, keeping the squeeze. And you guys are just feeling for things. Do you feel the traps up top? Do you feel the back squeeze? All that good stuff. As we keep the elevation now, we're going to let the shoulder blades drift forward into protraction. And once we cannot protract forward any farther, we want to just simply ask ourselves, do we feel the back opening up? And then we will keep the shoulders forward as we pull down into scapular depression. If you're recording yourself for self-assessment, this is where you're looking for winging scapulas. Some people will start to pop off here. If you have that, you're just noting it. So we're down and forward technically right now. Now we're going to keep this downward depression, and Hunter's going to squeeze back and down with his scapulas. And he's a good example of winging scap. So if you see these edges of scaps poking out here, just keep note of it and mark it down somewhere. And we're going to go ahead and run through this middle squeeze again as we make our way to what feels like neutral. And then we'll go up. Once we hit the up, we're going to go forward into protraction with elevation. We take the forward motion maximally, and then we take it down into depression. We take depression maximally into retraction. And this is where we want to sit and try to find good squeeze on both sides. Then we're just going to sit there and squeeze and see what we find. And then we're going to reverse it from here. So we stay down and back for a moment, and then we keep the down effort as we go forward. We drift forward, we coast forward and up, we hit the top, we pull back with the shrug, find that high squeeze in here. This is often no man's land way up in here. I want you guys to see if you can crack the walnut between the scapulas here. Keep the walnut cracked as you drag the pieces down into your back pocket, and then you would rinse and repeat for X amount of repetitions until you guys get a good sense of where you're moving and you get your notes for your assessment. And that is the Scapula CAR.